Hello everyone, welcome to Peach on Earth Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for the sign of Cancer for the month of January. You can have Cancer anywhere in your chart. You can be a cross watcher. All that I ask is that if you are here watching this reading, that you come with good intentions for yourself and for others. Okay, Cancer, this month I'm being called to get messages through song. And the song for you is called, I wish I would have looked it up. I didn't look it up. It's called Lady May, and it's by Tyler. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I think it's like Childers or Childers. I don't know. Childers. So the song, the first thing I heard was like the month of May. There's something about the month of May for you. Like either that's like a time frame or like that's a prominent month in your life, something. And then also the song itself, it's talking a lot in metaphors, and the metaphors that he uses, like every single line has to do with Mother Nature, okay? Like things that happen in nature that he's kind of relating to his life. Now it kind of sounds like he's either talking about dedicating himself to Mother Nature or using it as a metaphor of someone he is dedicating himself to. So that is this song that came up for you. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start with the Wild Unknown Spirit Animal deck. I'm like really the best term I can say is like out of it. I feel very out of it all of a sudden. Like almost sleepy, but not really. Like my eyes want to close, but I'm not necessarily sleepy. I'm just like, I don't know, very spacey. So I don't know if this is something that you guys are feeling right now. Can I go ahead and leave this energy so I can get a clearer reading? Yeah, my mind almost cleared up instantly when I said that. Huh. So something very foggy. It's fighting me. It wants to come back in. I need to go ahead and clear that so I can focus on the reading. Okay. So let's go ahead and start with the wild animal. The Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck, please. Can I have one or two cards for Cancer energy, please, for January? Okay, so Vulture is on the bottom. I love the Vulture, by the way. It's one of my favorite cards. Elephant and Starfish. Now this is interesting because it's kind of like a spectrum we've got going on here, like the size spectrum. But you know what I just saw? And so like this is a starfish, right? And here, and when I see it, I often think of like a star. And I'm seeing this fire here, and it's almost like, you know, a star is a ball of fire. I'm also getting temperance energy because, you know, like stars are fire, but then starfish live in the water, and temperance is like alchemizing fire and water usually. I'm getting that temperance type of energy here. But also like I'm seeing this as like the star. You have the star within your grasp, and it's like you can see it too because it's not only in its trunk, but it's also in its third eye here. Now elephants are beautiful creatures, first off, but also they, like, I know this card in particular, that like they represent they're like the destroyer of obstacles is what it refers to. You know, I'm specifically seeing like the tusks and how this tusk is broken, so it's like it's defended its flame, right? Like it's defended what it needed to defend. Like you probably like I don't know what the baby elephants are called. Calves? I don't know. Um, it's like it's done what it's supposed to do, right? It has destroyed obstacles, you know. Because whatever it is that broke the tusk was an obstacle. It was something that was trying to harm the elephant or something the elephant cared strongly about. Now, I do know that the starfish in the book says it's like shallowness and superficiality and stuff like that. And so it's like two really opposite energies here. Like the elephant has deep emotion. Like that's what elephants are not. They're not known for that, but it is known about them that they have very similar emotions to humans. And they have the capacity to feel and love and care. While the starfish kind of comes off as like a on the surface type of energy. And then we have the vulture, which is all about, vultures are so beneficial for our environment, which is, we are talking about Mother Nature here with the song as well. But vultures are very, very important part of the ecosystem, right? They clean disease and prevent disease from spreading to other animals. And they know how to harness that toxic like waste, right? They know how to cleanse the world of its toxicity for the betterment of, everyone else. And yet they are, I feel like they're very misunderstood creatures. People think they're creepy and they're not the most beautiful bird in the world, but they're vital and essential. Now, how does this tie into these two? I am getting that this could be two different aspects of yourself, right? And you're kind of needing to cleanse out what it is you do for the world. Like, I'm going to use an example. Say that your whole life you've been told by the people around you that you are supposed to be a doctor. You have your first toy when you were growing up was a doctor's kit and you loved it, and your parents want you to be a doctor, and it's been ingrained in you, okay? Not saying you shouldn't be a doctor, but I'm hearing that you're doing that for other people. There's something that you're doing for other people and not for yourself. You might get a little defensive about it. Like if people are like, are you sure this is what you want to do with your life? Like you say like a friend or something is like, they see you have this conversation with like your parents or whatever. And when you like go into a separate room with them or something, they're like, are you sure this is what you want? And you get like really defensive. Like, of course this is what I want. Why would I want it? I am getting that because of the elephant. This is so interesting. You might really care about it. You might want it, but then at the same time, it's interesting that I got doctor as a example because of the vulture here. That's kind of like what doctors do, or nurses really, but sorry to any doctors out there. I'm just kind of joking, but like they clean up disease and broken people and like the dirty parts of life. They take care of it. Maybe you're needing to go see a doctor. Oh, I'm also hearing like a mental health professional, because it's like this is what you're kind of like presenting to the world, right? This superficial like um aspect of yourself, but really things like run really deep, and it's like maybe broken a little bit. Um yeah. Okay, I'm getting carried away here with these two cards. Let's go ahead and pull some tarot. Okay, I'm going to use the Druidcraft Tarot. What is the message for Cancer, please, for January? What is the message for Cancer, please, for January? Now, you know, I'm hearing that dedication again from the song, like, you are deeply dedicated to something. You just have to make sure that it's your something and not something that somebody else gave to you, you know? And maybe they did give it to you and you love it. So the moon's on the bottom here with the Six of Cups. Okay. I really do feel like you're on a path right now, and I'm not saying that you should change the path at all, but it is something that you've been doing since childhood, and there's something clouding it. There's something that you're just not seeing clearly, because these are two really different energies here, right? Where it's like you're not letting yourself go too deep, and it's something is being hidden from you, and it goes really, really deep, because the Six of Cups is about, like, it can be about our childhoods. It can also be representative, like, you know, just like past life energies, maybe some ancestral wounding even. Now this one is a little bit more, you know, this guy, he looks a little bit sad, but he's looking at these children playing, and he looks hopeful for them, but not necessarily himself. So maybe that, like how I was talking about, your parents might want you to do something, you know, it's like maybe they didn't complete something and they want you to do something, or you haven't completed something and you see a lot of potential in your own children. But we have to let children be themselves. We can't put things on them, because if we do that, if we make our children live the lives that we wanted to live but didn't, it can just cause so much damage, right? Like, they'll either be people pleasers or completely rebel. And do you really want either of those things for your children? You know, your job is to protect them, is to fight for them, and do what's necessary for them to get where they want to be. For let them shine, let them be the star of their own lives, not of your life. No, I'm not saying this is you doing this to a child. I'm saying, like, it could have been done to you as well. But it's like there's something you're not seeing something very clearly here. Now I am seeing this crab, which is, and this is like a Cancer card, right? The moon. Okay, what else for Cancer, please? What else for Cancer for January? What else is there for Cancer, please, for January? Okay, so we have Death on the bottom, which is a very similar energy to the Vulture. And look, they're even kind of like looking the same direction. I like that. They're both looking at this situation here. Okay, now this card actually came out first. It just came out off camera, so. Oh, and it's in reverse. Interesting. So the Seven of Pentacles, to me, the Seven of Pentacles is about assessment, and we assess our situation, and we kind of see what worked and what didn't work, and we keep moving on to, like, the Eight of Pentacles is building, right? So it's like you see what didn't work so you can move on and work more in the correct way. but it's in reverse. So I feel like you're kind of harvesting, it feels like you're harvesting something that just isn't quite right. Especially with that death card on the bottom. Now, I don't view the death card as a negative thing at all. I view it as like a necessary, it's like death and resurrection. It's like you have to kill something in order to grow something that is more true. And that's kind of resembling the Seven of Pentacles in reverse to me. It's like you're harvesting something that's not going to allow you to be more true to yourself. It's like you're kind of doing it because, well, it's there. It's not much, but it's there, so I might as well harvest it. When you could, it might take longer, but like start anew with like more potential with something else. I don't know. And then the Three of Cups. Seven of Pentacles in reverse, the Three of Cups in death, and Six of Cups before that. Yeah, okay. I'm seeing some regression, okay, because we were going from the Six of Cups to the Three of Cups with the Death card, right? So it's like it's almost like there was a death process that was happening, but there was no change when the resurrection happened. Like with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, it's like there was no change. It just was what it was before. Like you didn't learn a lesson, I'm hearing. There was a lesson you didn't learn when you were supposed to learn a lesson. Because of it going like from the 6 to the 3, it's like a regression. It's like you're not using the vulture or the death energy correctly because they're both looking straight at the elephant and the starfish. It's like they were expecting more of the elephant energy to come out, but it was just more of the shallow whatever, like, and that's like the Three of Cups is about like celebration and stuff, or like friends groups I hear a lot, and that's kind of what it's reminding me of. Is like, yeah, you didn't grow, you just kind of stayed where you were. And I'm not saying it's a bad place to be, because the Three of Cups is by no means bad at all, or the Seven of Pentacles. It's not, you're not in a bad place, it's just it doesn't feel true to you. I do want to get a couple of clarifiers, I think. Let's go and get some clarifiers. Yeah, we're going to use the Vice Versa Tarot. Let's clarify the Six of Cups, I think. Okay, yeah. So we have the Devil in reverse. Or it's not in reverse. It's so on the Vice Versa Tarot, it's this side, which is the front, and then that side, which is the back. So it's like the front of the picture and then the same image from the other side. And it's almost like the Devil is staring straight at this guy in the Six of Cups, like, and it's interesting, because we do have the Lovers on this card as well. So there could be a relationship that you've been in for a long time, or like you've been in past lives, but it might be, I'm getting the sense that it might be like a karmic relationship. Now, I haven't been getting a strong relationship since. I feel like this is more about you and something that you, like your passion. I am getting that. Now we can be passionate about people as well. That falls into it. But it's almost like there is, how he's talking about ancestral wounding, because the Devil is about it can be that, right? It's our toxic patterns and the things that we do. And sometimes our own toxic patterns aren't ours, they're the ones of our loved ones. And we just hold on to them because they're passed down through generation, from generation to generation. And that's what you're doing. It's like that's what I was getting. Now, this could be your parent, this could be you, where you're hoping for your children to do what you didn't accomplish, and your parents did that to you, and so on and so forth. Now, this is interesting because we have the Five of Swords and then the Five of Cups. So 2 5s here on each side. Now, 5s are about change, and we just came into a 5-year. We're just starting the year of 5. 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 1 is 5. And then I did get that month of May, and May is the 5th month of the year. So let's go ahead and clarify the Seven of Pentacles. This might be a little bit of a long reading. Clarify the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, please, for Cancer. Okay. Jeez Louise. Okay, so we have the Eight of Cups, another child image here. And then the Sun. So these are both that side, so the back side of the cards. Now, I want to show you the front side of this because it's someone walking away and then the child remains. Right? And I've been talking about like this childhood stuff. So, and I did mention earlier about therapy. You might need to do that. You might need to clean up these toxic traits that have been passed down to you. I am hearing that. Now, also with the Sun card, the Sun card is a very, very positive energy. But here, it's almost like she's looking, she's playing with her horse, but there's these guards or these people watching her, and she almost looks uncomfortable. And it's interesting, too, because this card tried to come out, but it went back in. But then here's the Tower on the bottom, the Six of Pentacles, and then the Seven of Swords. Now, with the Tower and the Seven of Swords like that, the Six of Pentacles is like, especially this one, if you look at that, it's like he's watching down at this little village, right? And I feel like that can be like a parental thing, where it's like where they're trying to make you, instead of like letting you be a human, it's like making you a little doll, right? Parents do that all the time to their kids. And here it's like the parent was walking away and the child is left and they're so confused. And they have all these broken, empty cups that have been passed on to them, but they don't know what to do with them. All they can do is like make the best of the situation. And if it'll bring the parent back, they have to go on that path with them. Like, it's almost like the parent is like threatening to like leave if they don't like follow suit. If they don't take what the parent has harvested, like this might be the tree that the parent planted, and now the child has to harvest what the parent gave them, even though they don't want it. And like I said, it's not a bad thing, but it is like almost like a prison with these guards here. Like, this child can't get out. It's guarded. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the Three of Cups. If you're doing this to a child or, just anyone in your life, I really just ask you, like, to please look at the situation from a different vantage point than your own. Protect them in the sense that they need protecting, in the sense that you will help them in their life and the way that they need. That's a true like parent. It's not like dressing them up and making them be who you think they should be. That's not, it's just not right. Would you want someone to do that to you? No. Okay, so now we have the Seven of Cups with the Three of Cups. Okay, so hang on, sorry. There's a decision, you know, that needs to be made here. That's what the Seven of Cups means. Now this is I think it's the front side of the Seven of Cups. Yeah, because these are both the back. These are all the back side of the pictures, and this is the front side. But the Seven of Cups is like confusion. You are confused, so you're just kind of like staying where you should be, or you're even regressing a little bit. You're choosing comfort over growth. That's what you're choosing. You're choosing comfort over growth, but there's a spirit here. There, like you have the answer, but it's not being allowed to come through. Now, if this was done to you as a child, I am hearing like there's some inner child work that needs to be done on your behalf and on the behalf of any of your future children or current children, or even just if your, you know, line ends with you, for your nieces and nephews or your siblings or your parents even. Sometimes when we heal, we can heal our parents. It's true. I've seen it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get some advice for you guys. Oh my gosh, I'm already at 27 minutes. Should I get advice? I do feel like honestly your advice is to just act more for yourself. Don't You don't have to change your whole life if it's not like what you've always wanted, but really try to start figuring out what it is that you want for yourself versus what other people want for you, okay? So, Cancer, this has been your reading. I hope it was helpful. If it resonated, you can like, comment, share, subscribe. Even if it didn't resonate, but you still like the reading, you can do those things as well. Let's see here. I thank any of you for being present today, any of your guides that were present, any of my guides that were present from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Now, just a second, sorry. I just remembered, like, when I first started getting into your energy, how cloudy my head was and how I just wasn't feeling myself, and that's kind of like what it feels like for you. It's like your own reality, your own desires, that the complete devotion that you want, like that the song was talking about. Like the song was talking about complete devotion, but you're completely devoting yourself to something that's not true to you. You need to figure out what it is that you want to devote yourself to, like truly and wholly. Do you want to go to a deep level, or do you want to go to a more shallow level? Both are okay. You know, growth is growth, but you need to decide which one is right for you, okay? So anyway, again, thank you, and I'll see you soon. Bye.